So basically, I always learned that this is also where the pilgrims lived. Is that true?
That's
Does
true.
it goes for most pilgrims? I guess not all of them lived at this way, but most pilgrims lived
Yeah,
in this space, particularly
around the
this
village.
courtyard, which was then different, right?
Yeah, this courtyard, as we see it now, dates from, well, we can see, everybody can see that it dates from
So we
1683.
would be lying if we would say this is where they lived,
Yeah,
but this was the place where
yeah,
their houses were,
yeah.
or at least the
So,
one of, well, John Robinson, as it says here.
yeah, so John Robinson lived, of course, until 1625 in Leiden. So he stayed and died in Leiden. And when they came here, he was with three other people, of whom I forgot the names, bought this place, which was called the Green Gate. And here were 21 houses, which he bought for his followers. And after they lived here, it was called the Pilgrims Gate, or the English Gate.
William Jepson, Henry
Yeah.
Wood, and Jane
Oh, you have the
White.
right page. I
Yeah, yeah.
have
No,
the other
that
one
doesn't
in front
matter.
of me.
And it says that there were about 20 families living here
Yeah.
at the same time. So it must have been also quite cramped. No, I
Yes.
mean.
Very small houses, I think.
And
yeah.
we can take a look inside.
Yeah.
We asked the people because there's people living here now, and I mean just people. So we asked them if we are welcome, right? And we have permission to enter. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah?
Before.
Shall I go with you? Okay.
Yes, please.
So we can both open the door. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Ja.
Yeah. So this is the courtyard as it looks nowadays, but it's hard to imagine that there were 21 houses in the times of
Yeah.
the Pilgrims. So as you say, it must have been cramped. And I think these houses were not so beautiful as the houses we see now. And the house of John Robinson, which was one of those houses,
Yeah.
was in use also as a church, you could say. So
Exactly. So they came to his house to
Yeah.
pray because for them it didn't matter. They didn't have to go to an official church.
No.
God was wherever they prayed, right?
Right.
But this courtyard, Leiden is quite famous for its courtyard, right? So this, you can enter this if you're quiet and not talking loudly as we are doing now, but I guess we have permission. But for visitors to Leiden, there's a lot of courtyards
Yeah.
similar to this that they can visit. Are there also courtyards from that time, from the Pilgrims' time? Or?
Yeah, we have very early courtyards. We even have courtyards from the 16th century.
Yeah.
And 35 of them. So you can visit almost all these courtyards. As you say, you can enter it. It's a public place, so everybody is allowed to enter. And these courtyards were founded, most of them in the 17th century, by rich citizens,
Yeah.
and they wanted to do something for the poor.
Okay,
So
so
it-
they would found the courtyard,
Yeah,
and then probably put their name on it, and then the poor families can live here, and had a free place to live, basically, right? Correct?
so they only had to pray for the benefits of the founders. So,
Okay, yeah. There's always a catch.
but they got free clothes and free food, and,
yeah.
and so they were taken care of. Yeah.
And this was also a kind of an ideal, a religious ideal, that you would do that to give back to the community
Yeah.
or some sort.
That was it, yeah.
And I think that
Yeah.
on that side, I don't know, and I certainly don't know how to translate this in American, but we call it the Valide Begijnenkerk. And so that's over there. There was a passageway, right, during the time of the Pilgrims, and that's where they actually went to church also, right?
Yes, they could go there on Sundays. And, well, we have this beautiful magnolia, and because of the magnolia, we can't see it, but we will see later on.
Yeah,
We will
we'll
stop
pass
there.
it. I think it's also one of the places where we meet
Yeah.
Theo. Hopefully this time he shows up. You think that. I studied with this guy, believe me. That remains to be seen. But we'll get to that church and we'll speak to him about it. So for now, I think we leave the people who live here in quiet and we go walk to the Hortus Botanicus.